Ayo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another Elden Ring video. Today we're playing the DLC. We continue on with the Shadow of the Erdtree. Just continue on. So far, I've been enjoying the game. I know if you are here from the live streams, we are completely behind on the videos. I wanted to 100% go on forward. So if you do want to see the journey, it's completely documented live. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Honestly, this game is honestly amazing. I do have a question for y'all. Has a DLC ever won Game of the Year? Is that something that can even be done? Or, like, I'm curious, can we even do that for Elden Ring? Would that be fair for other games? Should a DLC win Game of the Year or win other awards? I think for other awards, yes, but I'm not too sure about Gamer of the Year. Like, Game of the Year, that would be something really interesting, because this game, honestly, the size of the DLC is absolutely insane. So when he said it was the size of Limgrave, I honestly believe him. It might be even a little bit bigger with how far I've been enjoying the DLC and with everything in the DLC. So that is something I understand right there. I did not know when you fight the jars is people. There's like flesh inside them. So that makes sense. When you kill them, like the flesh just kind of comes out of them. It looks super nasty. But honestly, we're just gonna go to Boney Village and just see what we can do. Because our main goal is to eventually head to the church of Ymir, and see what we can do. And we have defeated 2 bosses so far. The Divine Beast, and we had the Moon Knight. The next one we are looking for, I've heard there's a hippo near around here. That's the next main thing as we head to the Shadow Keep and continue on forward with the story. And eventually we can see what we're gonna do once we get to Masma. But honestly, I've been enjoying this Blood Fiend weapon. Is honestly amazing. But I cannot wait to showcase y'all the different builds, because I do have more builds I do want to use in the DLC. I just wanted to speed run the DLC. That way I am able to make more builds for y'all without having to worry about finishing the story, which was super important for me. If you have a build that you want to see on the channel, please comment down below, because I saw that y'all enjoyed it. Y'all enjoyed the hell out of that Blood Fiend build that I did, and the guides. I want to start doing more guide videos. So if there's also some few things you want me to help you with, because me, I am a looter, and I apologize for that. So if you see me looting a lot, looking for things, I know some people want me to get straight to the actions, straight to the bosses, but this playthrough, I want y'all to see everything, because that's usually one of my big problems when I'm watching a content creator. They don't show you the little stuff when they're getting to where they need to be, because I feel like that's important. We are obviously going to have our boss fights. There's no need to worry about boss fights. So that's something I'm not too worried about. To continue on what I was saying, good question for y'all. Do you have the DLC? Have you bought the DLC? Are you waiting for the DLC to get on discount? If you have the DLC, please comment and let me know your rating for the DLC so far, and what's your favorite boss. So far, I don't want to spoil nothing. Between the 2 bosses that I did face, I would have to say my favorite one is that Moon Knight. The ability, she's so fire. And the fact that there's lore between there, making her that's Ranni's auntie, if I'm correct. Like, pretty much. So, Ranni's mom's sister. That's sick. That the lore for this game, you have to put it together. And that is something I love about this game. I just want to see. I've been exploring a lot. Just using I'm using a blind playthrough. So, if you do see me missing something, make sure you do comment down below and just let me know. That's why you see me just, looking around, trying to get everything I can possibly be. Oh, good question. I know someone's probably going to say this. The elm that I have on my head, that's the Great Bear Ruin that you kill. Once you kill him, you get it. And it's honestly really good. I like it. It doesn't have the best stats, but it's honestly good. One thing I was doing, as I was writing here, it says somewhere a Great Ruin has been broken. And so as a powerful charm. I did not understand this in the moment until a little bit later, that this was Mikola's Great Ruin. Mikola has disposed her Great Ruin, or her or she. I still don't understand if Mikola is a he or she. I would say he for now, but like, they're demigods, so they have gender fluids and all that. They're able to have multiple genders. But moving on forward, in the moment, I didn't know that's what it meant, because as we go throughout the game, you see that Mikola left a bunch of his body parts around. He discarded all of his, not even just necessarily body parts, anything to do with himself, he discarded it. So I feel like that's his plan to become godhood. So that's very interesting. I do want to see where the story goes on. I have another question. Does anybody know what these furnace golems, I think that's what they call the furnace golems, what they do and how many they are? Because they are completely strong. They do way too much damage. Like why? Friend Softboy, why you make a boss that does so much damage? I'ma wait and see once I get 20 shadow tree fragments. We can see how much damage we can really do on him. But honestly, I am not trying to mess with this man because he is boxing his ass off. They have long range, short range, everything. They can snipe you from 20 and a half years away with their moves. That's something I just do not want to mess with. In the trailer, you see them, they work for Mesmer, if I'm correct. Imagine like 10 of those plus Mesmer and Mesmer soldiers pulling up on you. You are cooked. You're pretty much cooked. So this man Mesmer was just having too much fun making such a sick ass army. But we're almost where we need to go, which is the Church of Ymir. That's where we need to go. We ended up finding this man's grace and continue on forward. I like looking around because that's how I ended up finding this bear. So if you see me looking around and there's nothing in the vicinity, I don't want you getting mad because, hey, that's what I do. I love to explore in the game. And if you see me get lost, it's just because I have no guide. So sometimes it can be a little tough. So I'm thinking, should I just go to the church or should I just go explore a little bit more? I wanted to go and just touch around and explore before we go inside and continue and see what we can do, because the map design for the Shadow of the Erdtree looks amazing. I like it because it does not feel like a direct copy of the main game. So that's something that I've been enjoying a lot. I just want to keep exploring it. If we took that right, we could have got to Ymir a lot quicker. I want to look around, see if I can find more bears, because I love fighting these ruined bears. Some of these ruined bears are some fun boss fights or even random dragon fights. They might be anywhere. Just looking around, exploring, trying to see what I can do. Honestly, I didn't like these enemies right here. They do so much damage and they're just planted in the worst spots. Sometimes I'm just curious because it could get foggy. In these foggy areas, that's where you usually find those ruined bears, and they actually do a lot of damage. I'm surprised how much DPS these monsters do in this game. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. They do too much damage. I was curious as to what was going on there, because a lot of people died there, but I still don't even understand what was the situation going on there. I also have another good question. This is a good question. What exactly happens to Godwyn after? Like, do we eventually put Godwyn to rest? Because we know when we find him, he's pretty much in, like, his body is dead because his soul was taken out, but his body just decayed over time. So I'm really curious sometimes with the lore for this game, because I feel that's one thing this game does really well is the lore, because obviously they give you enough lore, but they leave it to you to be able to interpret it and be able to have it your own way, which I like because it's not set in stones, because a lot of the games, and some people don't like that. I've heard that being a complaint, especially for some people who did not play the base game before coming to the DLC, because I know some people probably just heard about the DLC since the game had a lot of motion, since Kyle was going crazy on the game. It was reaching a very what would say, I don't want to say average, I want to say casual, that's the word, casual audience. So I feel like the game has more casual audience now. So there's a lot of new people who have not played Souls games or have not played Elden Ring completely, like beat the game. Just they got to Moog and they got here, so it's they have, they feel like it's a hard game. To me, this game, it's fair. It's a very fair game. It's a very, very fair game that if you know what's going on, you can punish the bosses. But obviously, it does require you to put the time and effort. And I feel like that's where a lot of people struggle with the effort and the time. Not even as much time as you would think, because honestly, me, I don't play as much Elden Ring as you think unless I have the most free time. If I'm busy, I'll play for 2 hours. And within those 2 hours, I do feel like you're able to get a lot done, to be honest. I just feel like a lot of people complain a lot here. Oh, we ended up eventually getting to the cathedral of Ymir here. So that's one of the main things, because Ymir's storyline is something we want to make sure we do not get lost in, because it's really important for the lore, obviously for the game, and just boss fights and items. The items in this quest line is absolutely amazing. From what I've heard, so I honestly want to take my time, go through all the quest lines, and show y'all every gameplay I got. I'm not trying to just skip forward and get to the boss fight, because there's nothing for that. For me, I'm trying to get everything completed and showcase it to you guys, because you guys deserve that. So once again, if that's something you like, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's see what Ymir here is saying. We often don't receive visitors. I'm Ymir. Welcome to Metro. It's a pleasure to have you. So he just kind of introduces us and tells us there's a chance, and the main thing we want to do is just get the map off of him, and honestly just get that out the way, because the map is going to tell us where we need to go in order to just be able to interact with the fingers. Ymir's whole thing is to do with the fingers and the Great Wheel, which has some crazy, like I said, crazy lore ahead. And that's honestly amazing, because he's just chilling here, and you don't see that many NPCs in the DLC. To be honest, how many NPCs would there even be? I would say, but less than 10. But it's, yeah, like less than 10 is honestly good, because as you can see, we ended up getting the map, and it says we need to go to the Hallowed Ruin in order to ring the bell there. So definitely. Well, honestly, me, I'm horrible at reading maps. I'm horrible at reading these maps. So, I had to get some help from the chat, and they were able to tell me exactly where I need to go. So, if you look at the map and you know exactly where you need to go, then just go there. But me, I'm horrible with reading this map, because it makes no sense whatsoever. And he said, like, I suppose you expect a lesson of me, do you? I know the feeling. All those with purpose are nothing but ventures for power and truth. I guess. Mostly power, because sometimes the truth can be really debatable. He's a Glenstone sorcerer. Sorry, he was all the way in Lucuria. Oh yeah, no, we all good. So, and honestly, the lore, like I keep saying, you find out Ymir was part of the. He studied under the Academy of Lord. Yeah, so that's really good. You found out a lot about that. My question is, how do the NPCs have to be banished here too? Because I know a lot of the things here were just banished here. So was he just banished here? Because I know some people have said they have followed Melika year. So I'm just really curious. Is that how it works? Is it free will? How do you just get into the shadow realm? Did they just follow me and do what I did? Is that what they did? They just, because I feel like that's what the NPCs did. Because at the start of the map we see Lydia, the very start, pretty much telling us she's about to follow Mikola's path and so on. So I do see that some of the NPCs probably got word of what's going on. I don't know how, but it's tarnished, right? At the end of the day, right? So they probably heard about it, and they decided to come to the Shadow Realm. So this is very interesting, because there's a lot of creatures, and for them to get here, they had, some of them didn't. I know it was against their will. Others, I feel like, if you're an actual NPC, you came here because you just wanted to explore. Maybe you're charmed into it. So that's very interesting. Another good question I had is, Mikola is so powerful that he's able to charm other demigods. If you think about it, that's a crazy ass power. Being charmed is I think it's worse than, I don't know, like, it's one of the worst powers, because you feel like you're doing it out of your own will, if that makes any sense. You wouldn't feel like you feel like you're doing it because you like the person, but you're being charmed into it. You're being raised pretty much into doing it. So that's something I would say, like, damn. Look at this map. How am I supposed to know where this map? I only wish to be of service. What is this map? If you look at this, I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to find this right now? But honestly, that's half of the game on Elden Ring. It's just not knowing where you're going and just somehow finding your way around. That is the biggest thing. I wanted to explore a lot more and just trying to see what I can do. Oh, I never noticed someone was chilling right there. There's an NPC right there. Did I even notice that? I just noticed that right now as I was recording. If you look to the right, there's someone just standing there. Yeah, there's an NPC, but it's so dark I probably did not see that. As I'm recording this, as I'm seeing it, that's the first time I actually saw it. I never saw that before until now. It's all the way, he's just chilling all the way there. My ass thought here there's a hidden wall, but there's no damn hidden wall. As I got bamboozled. That happens sometimes. What else can you do when you get bamboozled? Nothing really. So that it is what it is. Just exploring around, trying to see what I could do, because I'm like, there must be more to this story. There must be more over here, but there was not that much, to be honest. So I just trying to explore behind it, going forward, and trying to see if From Software put anything of hidden relevancy around here, because you know me, I am a loot goblin. I like all my loot. I need all of it. I need all that loot. So you see me exploring, I decided to leave. My smart ass could have easily put a torch, because that could allow me to see, because I'd be pretty much, this is the worst cathedral ever, because there's no lights, and the lights that they're absolutely horrible. So that's one of the main things I wish I just did, but it is what it is. What can you really do about it? So there's not that much you can do about it, but the lore is really interesting. We found out Ymir is from the Glintstone sorcery family, and somehow he got here. Lydia got here. A bunch of other NPCs got here. The map looks absolutely amazing. We decided to spin around, because in the moment I did not know, but honestly there's nothing in the back. But you know me, I am a looter, so we decided to go around the back this way to see what we can grab and see what we can put together, because yeah, like I said, you never know with these guys what they be doing. And honestly, sometimes it's worth the risk just to double check instead of having to come around, because I hate having to come back in order to grab anything that was that crazy. The glinting nail, I don't know what that does, but since you saw it, you can honestly come get it yourself if that's something you need. I don't know what it does, but that was the only item that we was able to find that was honestly of any use to us. None of the other items that we found back there were any use, so just ended up just adventuring. I'm just trying to put two and two together, seeing how the map looks. I always like to go to the edges just to see how the map looks, because from afar it can be a little hard to be able to tell like what the hell is really going on. But honestly, so far I'm enjoying the hell out of this game. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. So if you are wondering what my rating is so far, with where I am so far, only with 2 bosses beat, it's a 9 out of 10. I don't even know why it's not 10 out of 10. But, you know, sometimes the wonky hitboxes, but that's another story for another day. So honestly, a 9 out of 10 for me seems a little fitting, because the game has some things obviously, but I can't complain that, because some of the bosses you face, it's not their fault that they're so big and your character is so small, and the hitboxing is just whatever it is. They can't. There's little things like that. I can't get mad at them for doing it like that. So it is what it is. We're gonna explore. Honestly, I feel like we're getting closer and closer to the next boss, which is gonna be in the Shadow Keep. And if you know who's in the Shadow Keep, there should be 2 bosses if I'm correct, which should be the Golden Hippo and Mesma. So on the next episode, I do plan on fighting that Golden Hippo for y'all, and I want to just showcase, because oh my god, this place, I hate this place, because I got stuck in this place for a while. I got stuck in this place for a while because I did not know how to drain the water. Yes, you can drain the water and it makes it easier for you to get around, but honestly I did not know you could do all that. You have to parkour around and get around. And honestly, the funny part about all this, I went behind the Shadow Keep, not in front of the Shadow Keep, because if I went to front of the Shadow Keep I would already face the boss, but in the moment I did not know you needed to do that. So that's one of the main things that honestly caught me by surprise, since I did not know any of that. I just assumed that that this was the right way. It's technically the right way, but you're just going backwards to get to where you need, to be honest. But thinking about it, you see me thinking about it, I'm like, don't you dare. I'm like, okay, don't you dare. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother, because I seen that guy just kill himself. I'm like, nah. Sometimes you just gotta watch and just let people just do what they gotta do. And that's one thing that this game teaches you. Don't, you can't follow everybody. Let them die and make them little mistakes for you, and you gotta move on forward. We grab 2 crab eggs right there, and we keep on rolling, trying to see if we can put on some parkour around here, grabbing a little bit of loot. I'm not too worried about the crab, but we gonna pack up Mr. Crab and continue. Honestly, the strip of white flesh, I don't know what that does. Some of these items, I don't use them personally. I don't use them, so if you need them, if you need to take time and read what it does, you can definitely do that. Alright, like I said, you know me, I am Mr. Loot Goblin Alert the Third, grabbing the thin bones and those crab eggs, and we want to just continue forward. In my honest opinion, I should not even have killed all these crabs. It's just a waste of my time. Easily continue, but you know me, I like to just make sure I don't leave a single thing left checked. There's not a rock that I'm not turning over in order to get to where I need to get, honestly. So that is something, yeah, it comes with it. You learn, you grab everything that you need to grab, depending on what type of person, because I know a lot of people who don't like to do that. That's not their style, and I cannot hate on that. But I hope y'all did enjoy the gameplay. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, because honestly, in the next one, it's just straight boss fights from now, and I'll see y'all later.